Temilade Olarinwaju, also known, yes, please, don't be shy, also known as the Global Temi. She's a Nigerian environmentalist, a marine biologist, an author, and a climate education advocate. She's the founder, Lights and Cottons, and also the executive director of Eco Champions, a youth-led organization working to bridge the climate education gap across Africa through leadership, advocacy, mentoring, and environmental awareness projects. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mrs. Temilade Olarinwaju, founder, Light and Cottons, and Eco Champions. Thank you. You are most welcome. To join her on this panel is a man full of energy. His name is Dr. Tochukwu McFoy, also known as Dr. Foy. He's a creative strategist and a narrative broker shaping the edge of Africa's creative economy. Ladies and gentlemen, he is also the founder, Energize Music, where he leads and manages T.Y. Bello, Great Man Takit. Do we know them? Do we love them? And the founder of Energize Central is a fast-growing creative engine with 3 arms. That's Energize Music, the music management arm, Energize Fest, a family gospel concert, and Energize Central Media, building content pipelines rooted in faith, family, and skill. He is the chief storyteller at Elevate Africa, where he builds frameworks that shift perception, not just campaigns, and he also advises Woodhall Capital, sitting at the intersection of investment, influence, and the creative economy. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Foy. And to join this power-packed session, please welcome Obiamaka Oragu, popularly known as Obis Ora. She is a Nigerian fashionpreneur, a stylist, beauty and style influencer, and community builder. She's the founder of Wardrobe Merchant, a decluttering and resale fashion brand launched to help women buy stylish, quality fashion items at affordable prices and to enable people to convert unused items in their wardrobes into income. Ladies and gentlemen, Obiamaka Oragu. A round of applause for all my panelists, please. Thank you very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you are very welcome to the panel. We're excited and looking forward to having a conversation that's going to focus on representation in the fashion industry, in tech, and also how we can maximize tech to our advantage in ensuring that our creative exports are truly exported creatively. I'd like to mention that this panel session is really to interact with you, the audience. So I only have a few questions from here, and it's intentional so that you can engage with our speakers as much as time permits. So I'll start with you, Mrs. Temilade. My first question is, how can a product be authentically marketed to a specific demographic?
Okay, this is not the energy I'm expecting. Are we old people? No. Hello, everyone. Can we take that up a bit? Hello, everyone. Are you excited to be here? Okay, I'm going to answer my question by asking the audience a question. And if you'd like to answer it, just raise your hand. So if you sell Pampers, we all know Pampers, right? Who is your major target audience? If you want to answer, let's raise your hand. Okay, I can see a lady on black and white. That's you. Don't be shy. We're both people, right? Raise your hands very well so I can see. Okay, the lady on yellow earrings.
Trying to shout it.
What do you say? Okay, great. Great answer. Any other person? There's somebody at the back. Pregnant women. People are too wise. Any other question? Any other answer? Nobody. Okay. I'd ask somebody the same question, and the person said babies. But the truth is, babies are not really your target audience because a baby cannot make a buying decision. Who makes buying decision? The mother, pregnant women, caretakers, people that are looking after babies. Right. So when you have a product, and I believe we're in a fashion conference, and I can use myself as an example. So I sell customized t-shirts, very much niche to faith-based. So when you come into my store, if you're a believer, if you're a Christian, You can get something customized on your t-shirts. We ship it out of the country and things like that. So if you run a business like mine, there are some people you should not be looking for, and there are some people you should be looking for. What are the places I should be looking for? I should be looking at for my audience. Churches, right? Am I right? What are the people that need outfit like that? Churches, events like Great Manta Kids events, you always see like pop-ups. Events like this. Give me more examples.
Hallelujah Festival.
Sister. Hallelujah Festival. Any other one? People who are doing events like anniversary and stuff like that. And when you take all the theory and put it to one side and think about your buyer persona. There's something called buyer persona. Who does your typical audience actually looks like? So if you sell kaftan, who is your typical audience? What does your buyer persona look like? Number one, what is their age? Can a 15-year-old wear a kaftan? Well, yes, but not too much. Maybe it's their dad that buys it for them, right? So this is how you think about demography in terms of your business. In terms of your product and who to sell it to. So you think about their age, where they go to, how they are influenced. So the outfit you are wearing today, there's a reason why you wore the outfit. Do you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you tell me? Anybody? So I do a lot of interactive stuff. Okay, the lady on white shades. Why did you wear what you wear?
Can we get a mic to her, please? Thank you.
I can hear you, but I don't want you to strain your voice. That's the mic.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Yeah. Okay, I wore my outfit because the theme said Afro-futuristic, so I decided to create something.
Good. So you really stood on business, right? And you look great, by the way.
Thank you very much.
So there are many reasons why people wear what they wear. Sometimes because you saw it online. You might not even know that that's the reason why you wore what you wore. So if you're a business owner that has that item, you are not going to carry your product to where you will not find your customers, right? I'll give you a very good example. There was a day somebody came to my business and said I should help them put girls are bastards on their t-shirts. Now, this is not gender war. And the next person came and said I should put skull, the picture of a skull. Even if I'm not around, my staff member knows that they cannot make that kind of thing. It's not in my character. It's not in my business character. Now, if I do t-shirts randomly, well, maybe I can make skull for you, but my business is not a business that can make skull and girls are bastards right off on the t-shirt, right? That means that's not your target audience. So even if that person has my money in quotes, I'm not going to make such outfit for that person, right? And what you're doing is filtering the people that don't necessarily need your product, right? So if you're selling kaftans, you're selling outfits, ready-to-made outfits, there are certain people that can afford what you're selling. So you look at their age, where they go to, the people that influence them, right? Their location, very, very important. So majority of my customers are in Lagos, United Kingdom, Port Harcourt, Ibadan. So when I'm sending ads on Instagram, I will not send ads to Uyo because I like Uyo. I will send ads to where my customers are. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
So that's how you determine, your market demography. You actually sit down and build a buyer persona who is a typical person that reaches out to you to buy your product. Sometimes you can determine that, and sometimes your product can determine that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you sell Pampers, I should be seeing you in Mom's Hangouts, on TV, when there's family, this African magic. You usually
family
see
shows.
Pampers. Yeah, shows. So family shows, that's where you should be. So you not go to a daddy's gathering. I'm sorry, like daddies buy Pampers, but they'll tell you, which one should I buy? Give me all those brands. And they still go there. Sometimes they buy the wrong size. No shades though. But I'm just saying, the major people that need those things are probably like moms, caring mothers, nurses. They will tell you this is what to do. And you also find like ads in hospitals because nurses can tell you what to use. So I hope that answers the question.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. A round of applause, please. Thank you very much. All right. So my next question is coming to Dr. Foy. And now we're going to find the intersection between Afrofuturism, I beg your pardon, it's a bit of a tongue twister, fashion and music. How does Afrofuturism and music help promote fashion?
Why is my own hard?
No, it's not hard, Dr. Foy.
First of all, sir, I'm so glad to see you again. I was in Aba. I do stuff for ethnocentric. I also handle their brand. So honor to see you, sir. Thank you. Okay, let me try. Now, I run many things. What is visible is Energized Music. He has Great Man, he has T.Y. Bello and a few other Christian creatives. But I run a lot of other things. I used to lead content for MTV Base. Years ago, I used to lead branding for AB InBev. So AB InBev used to handle Budweiser and yeah. The studio of Elevate Africa. So it's run by the Olori. I handle all the communications. And I say this to say that I have tracked this year, just by observation, Ghana, Botswana, Cameroon, Zambia. I've tracked 3 things, and I'll tie to Afrofuturism. Because of the median age of the African era, the age we are in, there's a demand for youth culture. So we're going to be selling to a younger generation. Do you understand? Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Now, if we're going to be selling to a younger generation, you must understand this data. Please listen. The 20th century fashion was built on crafts. The 21st century fashion is built on context. I'll say it again. The 20th century fashion was built on what? Crafts. The 21st century fashion is built on what? Context. And I'll explain. Because the era we are in, we have people like Beyond Fashion who are going to do scale, 1 billion, but then we have people who will do bespoke and do smaller scale, niche markets. Now, for those who understand the context, there are 3 things you must understand. Number 1, algorithms are here to stay. It's part of, you know how maybe in the 90s, you're doing your strategy document. You can say poverty, GDP, different things. You must now add algorithms to your strategy for Afrofuturism. So I would say to sell to the young generation, the next generation, the first thing is context. That's the first thing. The second thing is algorithms. Now, what we don't really understand, and this is where people like, I'm in my mid-30s, but I watch Salem, Eric, Goa, these younger influencers. I'm seeing how I study. I'm a nerd. I'm a doctor. I'm a trained doctor. So forget this look. I'm a nerd.
That's why your question was hard.
What I've noticed is that the real algorithm is not Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. The real algorithm, you want to know? Do you want to know? Say please, say please.
Please, now, please, we're begging you, please. We're home.
The real algorithm are people that you have made choose you. The real algorithms are what? People you have made choose you, aka culture. AKA what? Culture. So those who pursue trends are finished. Because tomorrow, the hashtag might change. 4 years ago, Big Bum Bum was the trend. Now, Slim.
I think it depends on which.
Trends are not sustainable. Culture is sustainable. And culture is when you make people choose you. And that's the real algorithm. That's number 1. Number 2, let me say this to everybody here. Misplacement. Well, let me say it all. Mediocrity is better than misplacement. Mediocrity is what? Better than what? Misplacement. It's better for you to be a mediocre fashion person that has clarity, that will be excellent, but you are misplaced. I'm telling you what I've noticed. Those who have defined themselves in this era are those who, they might make mediocre stuff, I apologize, but their placing is accurate. Their messaging is accurate. There's clarity in even who they, and I won't call names because I won't advertise, but I will bring up a name. Dialab. I don't even know them. I don't know Dialab. But I'm in Botswana, in the plane, I see a Japanese person wear Dialab. And the way they have framed, and I asked, they're in Japan. I didn't know. I had no idea. They're in Japan, and the way they framed their conversation, the way they spoke about their brand, is that this is the print of Africa. And the guy was, yeah, this is that. I'm like, oh, more. Do you know how many of this is in Lagos? But I said again, mediocrity is better than what? Misplacement. Finally, to sell to this guy. So the first thing I said is that, so let me go back. I first said that the 20 years, last century, it was about craftsmanship. It's not about what? Context. It's about people belonging to your brand. They feel like they're part of you. And I see it with these young influencers. People fight for Eric. People fight for Salem. I'm like, wow, okay. 2, don't be misplaced. Be clear. It's better for you to make jollof rice than to make jollof rice that is jollof salad rice with spaghetti, and just make jollof rice. And finally, which is very important, your choices. Most people think that branding is about aesthetics. It's a lie, it's about choices. Choices compound and they make you a brand. I say it again. Choices compound, and as they compound, they what? Make a brand. So if you make inconsistent choices, you can't sell to the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Foy. I feel like we're having a masterclass here. I hope we're taking notes. Before I move on to Mrs. Obiamaka, I'd love to welcome Mr. George Akonde, who is a product engineer. Please, a round of applause for him. He's passionate about building and scaling businesses across diverse industries. He's a full stack engineer. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll come to you in just a moment. So, Mrs. Obiamaka, very interesting because Dr. Foy touched a little bit on the question I'm going to ask you. And it's a question I think we've all, especially people in the fashion industry, have all pondered on at different points in their career. And it's who regulates the beauty and the fashion standard in today's world? Because style and fashion they're ever changing. Fashion evolves or revolves, it goes and it comes, we're just in cycle. I mean, years ago, if you were size 4, that was the in thing. Now we're appreciating thicker people. You know, today it's light skin, tomorrow it's ebony skin. So who dictates the standard of beauty and fashion in today's world?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
And now, I'm not saying it, I was taking that one. Hi, guys. For who? Hi. With your hands up high. Woo! Nice to meet you guys. You guys look amazing and beautiful. And I want to tell you something. If you're in the fashion industry, you are one that is designed by God. Let me tell you why. Your fingers are woven in the intricacies of the one that created the world. You see, when you see what God has created and you marvel at the clouds and the sky and the trees and the plants and the animals, and you create something, every time you create, you're a dimension of God. And just to remind you, God was the first fashion designer, you know. When Adam and Eve sinned, guess what? He clothed them. So you're not the first person, right, to clothe. God is the first. But let me bring you back to the question. She asked, who dictates the fashion, the beauty standards? Entertainment, media. It's a mountain on its own. I remember when I was growing up, I grew up so big really fast. You see how big I am? Every year I lose weight and come back up to this size. Every year of my life, maybe for the past 10 years. For real, if you follow me, follow me on social media, you know I'm constantly struggling to be like that, right? But in my teenage years, I remember developing my boobs. I was really big. And I used to consume a lot of fashion magazines because I grew up in a fashion family. My grandma, my mom, my aunties, we always want to look stylish. Get what I mean? Mm-hmm. Clock it. I'm not Gen Z again. Clock. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I would look through these magazines and I would see how the ladies would look. And I went to go and meet my dad one time. We traveled out. I said, Daddy, the way they are looking, I think I want to look like that. Can I do a breast reduction? I wasn't 18. But so when I came back to Nigeria, of course, my parents declined. My mom puts me in the car and said, follow me. Then when I wear my bra, I would try to tie something on it so it would be so flat. Are you getting? My mom put me in the car and she said, let me take you on the ride. And she took me around the estate. She said, every lady I pass, we're going to slow down. You stare at her from her head to her toe. Look at her breast. Is she press it? Is she owning it? Is she embodying it? And I sat in the car. And I realized that, it's not even that. How this, but there was this confidence that was built in me that made me own the body God has given me. That was one. Two, I wanted to lose weight. Growing up as a young girl, I was obsessed with keeping up with the Kardashians. I used to watch reality TV a lot. And when I watched Kim Kardashian, I'd be like, how can I be? I went to go and pitch to my father again. I said, Daddy, I had that kind of teeth will walk. So my dad said, Obi, really? We too went to the dentist. I didn't know my father had cajoled the dentist. But in the end, my dad told me something. He said, Obi, this thing is discipline. If you discipline yourself and love the body you have, you will know when to stop and when to continue. Just know the size not to exceed. And that was how I killed the idea of tying my teeth. However, what sowed those seeds in me? It was what? It was what? Media. The same people are keeping quiet. It was what? Media. The power of media. Who uprooted it? Who uprooted the seed they sowed in me? I uprooted it at that young age. Who uprooted it?
Your father.
My father. Who else? My mom. My parents. They owned it. They knew this was me. I'm a field. I will grow. I'll be a mountain. I will have influence. And the area they take out whatever was planted in me, the area I become who God has said I should be, I will be confident. My esteem will not be tampered with. So now when I look at all of us here, some of us don't even know who we are behind closed doors. Who are you when you look at the mirror? Who are you when you look at your designs? What powers your designs? When I'm a Christian, so I'll go to the Bible again and again and again. When you study the Bible, when God was telling Moses that they had to set up the temple, he made reference. He said, see, Moses, you're going to go to this family. I have blessed them with the ability to create certain types of fabrics and design and the clothing that the priests will wear. God has good fashion sense. Anytime I tell people on my page that my outfit is powered by the Holy Spirit, they keep wondering. I was so clueless on what to wear yesterday. Even this morning as at 8:30. I just knew that I wanted to create something distinct. And this cap is number one. You see this cap, I must wear it. But I couldn't find any shade that would go with it. And I said, God, please, can you help me? I cannot forehand. Please help me. I'm telling you, I rely on the Holy Spirit like mad. You see these pants? Are you hearing me? They're a two-piece set I wore on my birthday. They have a pajama look. I took the trousers, I flew the top. I found camisole that matched it. I opened this blazer. I said, hey, everything will match. And that's it. I tried, but I no try.
You tried.
Powered by the Spirit of God. But guess what? I relied on the Spirit. Every design you create, I want you to know something. You can dictate your own media. You see, content has given us the ability to own your shop on a digital space. To attract a certain audience. If you know by what God has put in your fingers, you're good at designing men. And when they come out, they look like Odogu. Or you make a plus-size woman feel very confident that when she sees a leper wants to be a robot like her. Are you getting it? Now, whatever God has given you, you must know how to craft it, come to social media and attract the exact people it is designed for. Don't think that trying to be like A or B is going to give you the platform that you want. It will not give you. On my page, I remind people that follow me, if you ever follow me and think you want to go and scatter your bank account to look like me, you're wasting your time. I encourage people. Go to bend down, select, take your show, wear cap, they're not going to know you. Early in the morning, 6:30 as they're opening the bed, as they're throwing it, just catch the one that looks like what I've worn. When you go home, open the door, pour it in. Put omo, hot water, soak it up, wash it, dry it, iron it, spray perfume, come out, you look good, you look hot, you look presentable, you open your mouth, you speak. Who will know the price tag? I'm asking you, who will know the price tag? Should I tell you how much this thing is? I will not tell you my secrets. But let me tell you something. There is no pressure if you know the one that powers you. You can sleep at night and receive designs. Come up with a design. You have 3,000 followers. It does not matter. 5 of them can be backing you up. They'll be the ones to go and bring. Each one will bring 5 more. Each one will bring 5 more. Are you getting where I'm coming from? That is influence. So whatever design you receive from God, sometimes even when I sleep, I see colors in my dreams. I say I can pair this and pair this and pair this. When I'm lucky, I know be fashion designer, they help when I resell to make money. If I was a fashion designer, I go collect the whole market. I'm joking, no. What am I trying to tell you? Whatever you have, whatever you receive from God, let the spirit of excellence rest on that design. Craft it. And say, who am I making this for? Is it nursing mothers so they can easily nurse their babies? Like you see this thing, I can easily nurse a baby if I was nursing. Are you getting me? If it was this blazer, I can wait for business casual meetings. I can wait for professional meetings. I can wait, if I'm feeling cold. I can wait to travel out now if you give me speaking engagements in London. Are you getting it? If you say this trouser is high-waisted, if you have mommy pouch, maybe it's unisex, it can fit a man or a woman. Once you know what you are tailoring your product to solve, pitch it excellently, deliver a good product, it will travel. Use your media space to create your own story, and people will buy into it. Is this clear? Thank you.
Very clear and powerful. Thank you so much, Ma. I love that you went personal with that. Thank you very, very much. Mr. George Akonde, I'm coming to you. You're a product engineer. You're constantly working with data, and you also specialize in business growth across. So I think you are the best person to do justice to this question. How can we, fashion entrepreneurs, tech bros and sisters, and just anyone seated in the room today, how can we properly interpret data in product, in marketing, and in fashion for global relevance? How can we maximize data?
All right. Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much. All right. So I think it's very important that all fashion brands begin to think like a tech company. All right. So once you have that perspective, it does a lot. Okay, let me share this. So I consulted for a fashion brand then in 2019, 2020 in Kaduna. So their target market was, they didn't want to sell to Nigerians, they wanted to sell to foreigners. And based on their constant visits on their social media page and on their website, they noticed that Black Americans were looking for a particular skirt. And some folks from Dubai and the UAE will want to look for a different kind of skirt. Now, if you have an e-commerce store, you understand that once ladies from Dubai come to your store, they can splash 3K easily, all right? And for people in Black Americans, they will buy your product, and when they look at it, they will just return it. That they're no longer interested. So they needed a way to stabilize and then penetrate that Black American market. And they noticed that, okay, based on data, most people that try to get that skirt are coming from church, the Black American church. And how did we get this data? Simple. Google Analytics. Now, a lot of people just focus on products that, these are best-selling product, and they push that product alone. They don't check the analytics that, okay, what is the most viewed product? What is the most viewed product? When there is a bounce rate, what's happening? So if your most viewed product is not your most selling product, you need to reiterate that what is happening. So Google Analytics, and by the way, that tool is free. Google Analytics is a very free tool, which a lot of people don't pay attention to. So that is one. There are several ways. There's Hotjar, there's Hugo Sport, and so many other tools to help you capture this data. But you have to sit down and study this data. Okay, this set of people are coming from Ecuador. All right, so how do I now target my ads? Because if you are just doing general ads, you won't get results. You won't get results. We have to study data. Okay, I want these people from Ecuador are always checking out these particular products. How do I make that sale? How do I sell to them consistently? All right, because once you study data, you'll be able to reproduce your results time and time again.
Yeah.
So it's very important that you study it. So Google Analytics is a very interesting tool. If you study it, if you study the data you're getting from Google Analytics, and you can integrate Google Analytics to almost any kind of website, WordPress, Shopify, custom. You can go integrate it to your mobile app. So it's a free tool. Hotjar also has the same effect, where you're able to capture this data. Then another way is your Instagram insights, your social media insights. You study these things, put it in an Excel sheet or something. Your insights from this particular product, which one has likes, more shares, engagement. You have to understand that different platforms have way they calculate their insights. For example, now your YouTube prefers watch duration, all right? Your Instagram prefers your shares and your saves, all right? Your TikTok favors short videos that are completed, all right? So all these things will influence how you actually strategize. Okay, I want this content. This content is specific to this set of people, right? And from my analytics, this is the kind of product they love. So if you're going to target that market again, you understand that based on this data, I have studied that they love this product. If I want to do something again, I'll do something around this kind of product that will target that particular market. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Very interesting to know the different characteristics of each of the platforms that we find ourselves on every day. At this point, we'll take about 1 or 2 questions from the audience for any of our panelists. I would like to kindly request that please we create content and share across all platforms using the hashtag FTC Lagos 25. It's very important, please. FTC Lagos 2025. So on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, please bombard everywhere and use that hashtag. So very quickly, do we have any questions from the audience? Okay, we have our stylish lady in front. So one more person, and then we have another lady over here. All right, so the lady with the shades, with the white frame shades, please, and then the lady on the 3rd row in front with the tripod and phone. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, panelists. I learned a lot. Thank you, keynote speaker, Sarah. Thank you. Okay, my question goes to actually everybody, because I feel like everybody touched it. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can.
All right. Thank you. My question is about, Dr. Foy said the algorithm is the choices, the choices that are made by you. I also think you also meant by our audience. And Mrs. Obiamaka said something about media and, you know, what your audience is saying. So my question is, as someone that is growing, learning, building, one thing I saw from his story is how that he was able to move with the tides according to the demands of people. Now, for someone that is growing, oh God, how do I coin this? That is growing, how do you position yourself in such a way that your voice is not lost? I hope you get that. So for example, it started with costumes, and then it was moving with the tides, and then at a point, he changed to what COVID demanded in that time, and then later it became a staple. So for me, that is growing and all of that. I think I've already asked my question. So,
No problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, can I answer that?
Yes, please. I think
All
everyone.
right. So when you were reading my bio, you must have heard a lot of things. For context, when I started, I went to Unilag to study dentistry. From there, Unilag did me dirty. I moved to marine biology. From marine biology, I started selling jewelries. After selling jewelries, I went to do my master's in climate change, started an NGO, and I now run a business. If you go through my page from 5 years, 6 years ago, you see how I have evolved over time, doing different things. When it came up, he said he does like corporate feeds and stuff. And when there was a demand for PPEs, he's still in his workspace, but he had to pivot because there was, a request for it. Now, over time, things will change. The things that people want yesterday is not what they want today. Now, I'm not saying move your life around based on that. A lot of things that happened to me, were circumstantial. I really wanted to become a doctor, but thank God I'm not a doctor, by the way, because I don't think I would have been able to handle that well. But one thing is constant through my page, my values, right? So, who are you, even when the tides are changing? One of the things you will see when this video came up, even the Calabar, the videos we watch, what did you see that was consistent? His level of output. He was always in a video talking about something he was up to. The excellence. So you can be Temi the doctor, but everybody knows that you are Temi the excellent doctor. You can be Temi the climate change person, but everybody knows that you are Temi the climate change person and you are excellent. Just like Dr. Ford, he does a lot of things beyond whatever has been written on his bio. At least some of them are quite private too. But one thing you will know that Dr. Foy does, you know that is at the core of entertainment, is at the core of culture, media. His voice is very rooted in those spaces. Yeah. So as you grow, you have to change tides over time. Rura Fadaka has been around for more than 10 years, if I'm right. Has he been doing fashion? Some of the clothes that I showed you from 10 years ago, I'm sorry, I can't buy it now. But like the ones he have now, like it has made me really nice suits that everybody's asking, where did you make this from? But one thing that has been constant to Rura Fadaka is speed, the timing, and his customer service. So even if Rura Fadaka decides today that he wants to start making sutana, you will see it in the sutana that there is speed, and there's excellence, and there's good customer service. So as you move through life, ensure that your values are very constant. So who is your business, even when the times are changing? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Let me add something. I'll be very personal to answer the question. There are two people that have really helped my life. First of all is my father-in-law. He's popular, you know him, Maduka Koscharis. That's my father-in-law. I married his daughter, and he told me 5 years ago, he said, if you don't miss road, you're not going to know road. You know how he talks? Road ban, doesn't care. And I've learned to take risks, but in my circle. What nobody is saying is that you think this economy is about attention economy. It's not. It's really about identity economy. Everybody is pursuing attention. So people are building identity. So don't be caught up in the attention economy madness. Use it to build what? Identity. That's the first thing I want to say. Number two is that I do a lot of things, but I express through people. I have that leverage. And the dance music, I haven't run it in a year. I have Excel, Abadi, my lawyer, I have a team. I built the team. Elevate Africa, I'm everywhere. It's like I have Yadel, Princess, I built the team. Energize Central, I built the team. I'm a medical doctor. I have plans for health thing. I'll build the team. So I express through people, not use people. Not use people, express through people. And then I also believe in timing. There's a book you should read. The book is called Range, R-A-N-G-E. Range by David Epstein. Read the book, it's a good book. It's called Range. He says that, so him and this guy called Gladwell, Malcolm Gladwell, so they're best friends, but they are counterintuitive. So go on YouTube, find that post. Malcolm sat here, David sat here, and they argued for 2 hours. This was the argument. Malcolm said that you need to do the 100 hour, is it 100 hour? 10,000 hour is skill. David Epstein said no. He said, have range. That range will help you in this era. You're blocking how? So, this is my point. Let me share my career. I was a medical doctor. I worked in the military, Yaba, soldier, as a doctor. I worked for MTV Base, Nickelodeon. So MTV Music, Nickelodeon Children, Budweiser, beer. I did a football show. I did 144 episodes. I did their music show. Now, all these diverse experiences have made me relevant in this time. So I can produce a TV show for my phone. I can produce a full campaign for my. There's now ChatGPT. We don't do that here. So I'm saying that some people might follow Malcolm Gladwell's way. Some might follow David Epstein's way. They are both hard. I was blown away with your dance video, sir. I almost started crying. Because it's still relevant now. How many years ago was it, sir? Jesus is still relevant now. But all this is range. Trust me, it is because he's a magician that he could put nylon in between white bed sheets. Trust me, that's magic. So don't doubt your magic, but please don't try and fast track your process. You're young, serve, find people that will speak for you, like follow process, because that's what I think the young will change Nigeria. I think Gen Z is going to change Nigeria. I think so, because I think you guys have the systems that work, but you make a few mistakes. You must serve. You must learn that. Let me say this and I close. In the day of his crowning, Joseph, it wasn't his talent. He begged somebody he said, I beg, remember me. Think about what I'm saying. It wasn't his talent that helped him. It was the person where he served, butler and baker. One what? Remember. So sometimes in destiny, it's not how good your craft is. It's your service and how you exit people, how you relationships. Thank you.
Thank you very much to all our panelists. I hear that the second lady's question has already been asked, so thank you for notifying. I think that would be all.
I was going to add something
Absolutely.
to her.
Yes, please.
Please, could you stand? Could you tell me, what do you do? No microphone. Okay, microphone.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am. My name is Fayokemi Ode. I am the creative director of Asa Global, a fashion brand for curvy women. Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So let me tell you guys something, just to layer over what they have said, but also to say to everybody, every single person here, there is something unique about you. I'll say it again. Every single person here, there is something unique about you. I want you to go behind closed doors and find out your strengths. Baby girl, yours may be how you talk, how you laugh, how you can tell a story, how you make people feel so good even in their lowest moments, even though you're selling plus size. The kind of content you will create, people will not buy, they may not be cover you, but they want to follow you for who you are. How you evolving and carrying people. Are you getting me? It may be the way you think, the wisdom upon you will fascinate people. But if we keep looking at whose grass is better than ours, we will shrink. rather than water ours. So what are you going to do? I need you to understand that you will evolve, like everybody said. But let me give you a tangible example. Now, me, I'm not Gen Z, even though I said I'm Gen Z, but over time, when I look at the TV I grew up with in my father's house, that TV has changed till date. In the past few years, it's been smart TV. It went from that to something that looked like it was a flat screen to LED to this and that. And look what it is today. In the end, what is it doing? You can still watch entertainment from it. Once upon a time, it was DSTV. Now everybody jumped to what? YouTube. YouTube has even kicked off Netflix from the market. Netflix is not shaking because of YouTube. Now, when you start evolving in whatever God has blessed you to do on this earth, I want you to know that you will change. Just like me. Once upon a time when I started, I didn't have my second child then. People have watched me have my second child. They watched my fashion evolve. They watched me add weight. They watched me slim down. They watched me get opportunities. They watched me sign up with stuff. They watched me create brands. They watched me see the brand go down. They watched me, the minute you continue to do that, people will know you. They will like you for who you are. Then they will trust you for who you really are. Eyes on the ball. A tunnel vision. See other people, applaud them, keep going, but keep evolving. We all want to see each other grow, and we'll grow in different spaces. Okay? That's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. A better round of applause for all our panelists, please, as we rise and take a quick group photograph. Ladies and gentlemen, please, we can do better than that. Thank you very much, Mrs. Temilade Olarinwaju, founder, Light and Cottons and Eco Champions. Thank you, Mr. George Akonde, product engineer. Thank you, Mrs. Obiamaka Oragu, founder, wardrobe merchant. And thank you very much, Dr. Foy, founder, Energize Music.